Of course, here's a clear, engaging history of coffee. The origins of coffee. Ethiopia, 9th century legend. Coffee's story begins in the Ethiopian highlands. According to legend, a goat herder named Kaldi noticed his goats became energetic after eating red berries from a certain shrub. Monks later brewed a drink from the berries to stay awake during prayers. From Ethiopia, coffee spread across the Red Sea to Yemen. Coffee in the Arab world, 15th–16th centuries. By the 15th century, coffee was being cultivated in Yemen, especially around the port of Mocha, which is why mocha became a coffee term. Coffee houses called kave khana became popular in the Middle East, in Mecca, Cairo, Damascus, and Istanbul. They were places for socializing, music, games, and intellectual discussion, earning the nickname schools of the wise. Coffee was at times controversial. Authorities in Mecca and Cairo even banned it briefly because it encouraged lively debate. Coffee in Europe, 17th century. Coffee reached Venice in 1615 through trade. At first, it was mistrusted and even called the bitter invention of Satan. But after Pope Clement VIII tasted it, he gave it approval. The first European coffee houses opened in the mid-1600s, Venice, 1645, England, 1650 in Oxford, 1652 in London, Paris, 1672, Vienna, 1683 after the Ottoman siege. These became hubs for business and political discussion. London coffee houses were nicknamed penny universities because entry cost a penny and conversations were rich with knowledge. Coffee in the Americas, 18th century Europeans wanted to grow coffee themselves. The Dutch introduced coffee cultivation to Java, Indonesia, in the late 1600s. In 1720s, coffee plants were taken to the Caribbean and South America. By the 18th century, coffee plantations flourished in Brazil, Colombia, and the Caribbean, often tied to slavery and colonial exploitation. Brazil later became the world's largest coffee producer. Coffee in the modern era, 19th century. Inventions like the espresso machine, Italy 1884, and later instant coffee, 1901 Japan, USA, changed how people drank coffee. 20th century, coffee became a global staple. Chains like Starbucks, founded 1971 in Seattle, helped spread specialty coffee culture worldwide. Today, coffee is the second most traded commodity in the world after oil, with over 2 billion cups consumed daily. Summary: origin Ethiopia, Yemen, Sufi monks. Spread: Middle East, Europe, Americas. Global role: from a mystical aid in prayer, a social and intellectual drink, a global daily habit. Would you like me to make a timeline infographic style summary, like a visual history map of coffee, or keep it just as text?